Brian and Emma stood side by side in the small entryway of their rented bungalow, listening to the steady click of heels on the walkway. Through the frosted glass they could see the familiar silhouette of their landlady, Josephine Jackson 58, church every Sunday, still favored blazers with shoulder pads, approaching with her usual basket of banana bread and strong opinions. "She's early," Emma whispered, smoothing her skirt. "Of course she is." Brian took a slow breath. "We'll stay calm and polite. Third time's the charm." The doorbell rang its cheerful four-note tune. Brian opened the door and forced his brightest smile. "Josephine. Come in. That bread smells wonderful, as always." Josephine swept inside with a cloud of floral perfume and a warm but firm smile. "Brian, dear." "Emma." She handed over the loaf like a prize. "Still not baking your own, I see." Emma smiled tightly. "We both work long hours, Josephine." Josephine waved a hand. "A wife's first job is the home, but never mind that now. You said this was urgent." Brian spoke before Emma's smile could crack. "It's the mailbox. The nameplate still reads B. Paris and E. Wright. Emma's legal and professional name is Emma Paris now, and the post office keeps returning her medical journals and work mail. This is our third request to update it." Josephine looked honestly confused. "But dear, why not simply take Brian's name? It's tradition. My mother was Mrs. Harold Jackson for 46 years and never minded." Emma's voice stayed level but sharp. "I have a PhD in astrophysics, Josephine. My research is published under Dr. Emma Paris. I'm not changing that because of monogram towels." Brian rested a gentle hand on Emma's shoulder. "Josephine," he said kindly, "it would mean a lot to us if you'd let the handyman swap the nameplate. 5 minutes and a screwdriver. I'll even cover the cost of the new lettering myself." The change was instant. Josephine's expression softened like she'd been waiting for a man to ask properly. "Well," she said, already reaching for her silver key ring, "why didn't you just say so, Brian? Of course I'll have Mr. Torres fix it this afternoon." She patted Brian's cheek and sailed back out as cheerfully as she'd arrived. Emma stared at the closed door. "You just, nice guy, your way into basic respect." Brian sighed. "I hate that it works. It's ridiculous. Completely." They stood quietly for a moment, relieved, until the doorbell rang again. Josephine was back, holding a small cardboard box. "I almost forgot," she sang. "The church ladies are raffling a marriage retreat weekend in Branson. I put you two down for the Strengthen Your Bond package. Separate twin beds, very wholesome. Every marriage needs a little refresh." Emma opened her mouth, closed it, then tried again. "We've been married 9 years. "Exactly," Josephine said, as if that explained everything. She pressed the glossy brochure into Brian's hand and left. Brian looked at the cover, pastel sunsets, smiling couples in matching denim, the tagline "Put God first in your marriage." Emma started laughing, half amused, half stunned. "We're not even religious, Brian." "I noticed. She thinks we need Branson to fix us. Apparently." Emma took the brochure, tore it neatly in half, then quarters, then tiny pieces. She opened the door and let the confetti flutter onto Josephine's perfect lawn like colorful snow. A moment later, Josephine's voice floated up from the mailbox where she was supervising Mr. Torres. "Emma Marie. Littering is a tenant responsibility to clean up." Emma closed the door, leaned her forehead against it, and whispered, "We are buying a house. Next year." I don't care if we live on cereal and hope until we're 40. Brian wrapped his arms around her from behind. I'll start checking listings every night. From outside came Josephine's final shout, and when you do buy, dear, make sure the wife's name goes second on the deed. It's only proper. Emma groaned. Brian kissed the top of her head. Third time was not the charm, he said. Fourth time, Emma replied, we change the locks and tell her we moved to Canada. Deal, Brian said, and they went inside to hide the banana bread on the top shelf behind the oatmeal somewhere Josephine would never look. Some victories, they decided, come one mailbox at a time.